Yeah, someone has to introduce because I'm kind of incapacitated right now.
Okay, guys.
Whoa!
Oh, am I loud? Shit. Oh
that
well.
was um
Oh, Chris
Ben,
is
help,
eating.
Coming live from a dumpster near you.
help.
This is Garbage Gamers.
I almost choked.
Good.
Oh my god.
Save that for the show.
Yeah, you're eating our only food.
I've literally just been gorging myself. We ate dinner. We came back from what do we have, Panera Bread or something?
Oh
Yep.
shit.
We had some delicious bread bowls with butter in them. I had melted butter in mine, and then I had to come back and have some more delicious pretzels and Cheez-Its. Mmm.
The only time I went to Panera Bread was for an interview.
Ooh. How did that go?
It went well. It was like this little intern thing for like a video production thing. I feel like the actual place was kind of a scam, but I got some good experience there anyway, so I don't care.
Did I ever tell you about the time in Florida when I I was doing a road trip, me and my ex, and we stopped by the 7-Eleven gas station to refill, and I basically went in bored. I just filled out an entire like what do you call those things? Like the
Application.
applications to apply, and they gave me a 7-Eleven hat, and I had an interview the next day. But it
But
was
you
in
just didn't show up.
yeah, it was just it was in the middle of like this long stretch of land called Alligator Alley over in
Okay.
Florida. Any of the Floridians listening will know. But there's a lot of alligators along the side. Some panther trails. There's wild panthers in Florida just walking around. But yeah,
Scary.
I got a cool hat from it. So that was
Yeah.
nice. The guy was very cool there.
That's
Too
awesome.
bad. I hope I can one day return, and just collect that sick check.
Yeah, they've been paying you this whole time. You just haven't showed up.
I hope it's been accumulating. Yeah, hopefully that guy's been covering for me.
Yeah, it's
That'd
like we gotta cover Chris's shift. He hasn't shown up again.
we need to hold it for him.
Yeah, look, you're the only person to apply in like 50 years. They need that.
Man, I would like to work at a 7-Eleven at least once.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, isn't that kind of like the dream?
No.
Well, maybe not for you. I don't know. I like the idea of, like, I would like even if I had like everything in life that you could ever want. Like people want like riches and they want have their fill.
Yeah, they want their fill.
Like even if I had everything, I still would want to kind of like. I've always wanted to like work at a pizzeria. I've always wanted to like know what it's like to be like a guy at like a Geek Squad, section of a store.
You should work at one of those like family-owned fast food places where they speak in all code. Like, we need 2 1s, 1 2, 2 number 3s with onion dip. They just like talk.
I would like if
code.
I know what you're talking about, but I like the idea of like them only switching up the numbers on the menu. So it's like, like number 1 is a cheeseburger, number 2 is the hot dog. They're like, I need 2 number 2s, number 1s, number 3s, number 4s, and they just to throw the guy off like they're a family, but they fuck with each other.
Yeah.
So, like the big bro and the little bro, and he's going back and forth making him fuck up the order. So then the dad, who's the owner, is like, he's gonna be like, you little shits got all the money fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I'm picturing like a Pawn Stars version of like some restaurant in like the Lower East Manhattan.
Oh, like Big Mac and his son Big Sauce.
Big Sauce. Wait, is that from the Mac and Me movie?
I've never seen that one. No, but I think in Pawn Stars, his son is, they call him Big Hoss.
Yeah, it's Big Hoss. Yeah.
Oh, Big Hoss.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
So you've seen Pawn Stars, Ben?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
hard to avoid.
Like that was
who hasn't seen
that was
that's like
kind of before the History Channel kind of became garbage.
Yeah.
Well,
It
they
was at
still
the
had
very
6
beginning.
Bigfoot shows on,
Well, now it's all like Bigfoot and aliens and ghosts, and it used to be kind of like history.
and bald guys going.
Bald guys wheezing at people trying to pawn off their merchandise on him. He's like, this guy brought a historical little value with his chair, but I'm gonna rip him off.
It would be so great if they were just like complete assholes the whole time, like, and they were trying to get the one up on people, like they were very like forthcoming about it, Like, that would be a great,
Yeah.
that would make the show so much better. Like that is such a great show. Pawn Stars is essentially like maybe that's like I don't know if this is the right way to put it. Maybe I bet
Okay.
maybe you'll see where I'm going with it. But like it's like the poor man's literally poor man's Shark Tank. You know what I mean? Like
I can see
yeah,
that.
it's a similar like setup. I mean, there's deals that go on. There's some haggling.
right, yeah.
But Pawn Stars it's a little bit of a different format. Pawn Stars is more like, you brought in this comic book from 1932, and they talk a little bit about the history of the item, and then there's the haggling where they're like, yeah, I'll give you $15 for it.
All right, I'm gonna sell this bait, and they get it, and like, I'm gonna sell this for $300. Easy money.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Exactly.
They always tell you afterwards, like, yeah, I bought this for 50. I'm gonna flip it for 1,500.
They're just laughing to themselves.
Man, I would love to make an evil Pawn Stars show.
The evil Pawn Stars.
I always thought, I never watched Hardcore Pawn, but I always that's what I thought that it
Fuck these
was.
shows.
I don't know if it's Hardcore Pawn or another of the Pawn universe, but there's one that's like the trashy Pawn Stars where they don't talk about the items at all. They just fight each other.
What? Is that really a thing?
Yeah, not physically. They just argue with each other the whole time, like the characters on the show.
Is it American Pickers?
Oh, I've seen that. That's
like the Pawn Stars on the Road.
That's
Man,
Pawn Stars
people
on the
love
road.
that
But my dad loves that show. But what I think about it's funny about that show.
These shows are all dad crack.
They are.
It's
They
like
are.
crack to dads.
If a dad like gets his eyes on the History Channel and he sees American Pickers, his eyes starts bulging out.
It's like one of the old wolves from The Mask.
Yeah, but
yes.
American Pickers is like they go from to hoarder house to hoarder house, and they're like, how much will you give me for that paint? How much would you charge for that paint bucket? And they're like, I reckon around $30. And they're like, I'll take that. It's just like there's no negotiation ever.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Like there's very little history in it, like compared to Pawn Stars, where it's already kind of thin. And I don't know. It's one of those shows that it's a little entertaining, but it's like something you put on and you just go like you're brainless watching it.
Catatonic days.
Do you guys have any favorites with like what items people brought in? The only one I can think of is someone brought in an AIDS quilt.
Oh my God.
I don't know if
AIDS
they
quilt?
Yeah, it's like it was like a really big, like historic AIDS quilt.
Why was it an AIDS? What makes it an AIDS quilt?
It was just people quilted onto it, and just adding stuff like in regards to AIDS.
Oh, okay, so it was
HIV.
AIDS themed.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if they
one.
took it or not.
Yeah, they probably looked at it and were like, "What the fuck is this?"
What was it?
I'm sure they brought in an expert.
Was the nice craftsmanship there? Like, did it look nice?
Yeah, I think I'm going off my memory. I think it was nice. At least had a lot going on.
Okay.
And as always, they have to bring in the experts. Like, I don't know how. I feel bad for these people. Like, cause how far did they have to drive to just look at this just to say like, yeah, this thing is fake?
Yeah, hopefully they're all in Vegas with the Pawn Stars.
Oh, true.
Like, because it takes place in Las Vegas. But my favorite, we've talked about this before, is from Storage Wars with the Chris is showing us something on screen. I think it's Chumley. From Storage Wars, the guy who thinks he has Nintendo #1.
Oh my God! Yeah, so there's a guy in Storage Wars from a very like I don't know, early on, as in at like season 8, because now they're on like season 800. But
he was an early comer he was one of the early characters. He's only in a few episodes.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, his name's I believe it was Mark, and this guy I think he saw the success of the show. He saw that people were making money off of like the things and just having their own personal businesses advertised for free on the show, whatever, or like from the show, and he basically he would just lie about the products he found, and he I think put all his money at one point into. It was one of the funniest episodes that I think Peter might know it because we might have like shown you. Me and my dad used to watch that over and over, just seeing the crushing look in his eyes, like when he takes it to get authenticated or whatever, like to
Yeah.
tell people, like they're like, what is this worth? But he like looks at the camera when he finds this old NES and he like flips it over. He's like, ah, yes, taps it. He's like, 001, this is the one. You take a look at this. I want you all to see this. And he like holds it up. He's like, this is Nintendo NES 001, the first one ever made. I have the first, and he's so confident in it. And then like he finds out that it's not worth anything, and this is true. A week later, kills himself.
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. He was running this. It turns out he was running this drug thing in like South America.
Oh yeah,
and he didn't kill himself over the NES.
But
he killed himself because he got like busted in like some bus, and he was in like. But it's all coincidental. But we were laughing at
it be amazing though, the idea that so he just embarrassed
he really
himself
thought he
on
got
Storage
something
Wars.
valuable, and he was just like, Nintendo #1. This is the first
001.
Nintendo, and it's just like it's just not worth. It's worth $35 or something like that.
Everybody knows the first Nintendo too is in the possession of Reggie from Nintendo. He has all the 001s, the true
Yeah,
001s.
I miss Reggie.
Yeah, has he done anything since Nintendo? Has
He works
moved
for
on?
like GameStop now or something. Why is that funny?
He works
I mean,
he
like,
works
is he-
at the
Wait,
GameStop.
Yeah, is he a clerk?
Wait, let me clarify.
Yeah.
Let me clarify. He's not like a cashier.
He's gonna kill
I mean,
himself
he
now
works-
next week. He's gonna be the next death. Jesus Christ, we're just covering the most depressing dudes.
I mean that he works. He's like one of the head marketing people or something.
Okay.
Imagine he's working at 7-Eleven, me and him working together. How the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, he's like, my body is ready for some smoothies or what do they call them?
For some
Slurpees.
Slurpees.
Slurpees. I don't go to 7-Eleven for the Slurpees.
Oh,
I know you like them, but
I'm so into.
disgusting.
You know, as a kid, that was like my my end goal. Like I remember I was like 6 years old or 7 years old in the car, like telling my dad like if I ever am rich, I'm gonna get a Slurpee every day. Like, that was like,
Every day.
Yeah. Dude, imagine
Like-
if I actually did that and I was just like morbidly obese, drinking Slurpees every day.
That'd be awesome. It's like
To
that
do
one
yourself
documentary on
in.
YouTube we watched where the guy was like eating himself to death, and he had his dad going to like McDonald's, and he's like,
Oh,
he got him like
God.
he got him like 7 McDonald's meals, and he's like, oh, it's like all for the guy, and the guy was like, oh, looks like they forgot your order, Dad. Sorry, and he just eats all the meals himself with like he doesn't like offer him one of the burgers. It's just like. These are all the things I ordered. So sorry, Dad.
Do you know that clip then? It's like a
No.
oh my god, he looks like the La Monkey guy who's like the Stinky. He's like an orangutan. He's like he's just an orange haired dude, but the way he like leans over on himself, the fat like cradles in. He kind of has like a ball shape about him, and he.
Oh, I see.
He's truly evil obese. You know, we've joked around a lot. The
Well, yeah, he's
original
not sharing.
discoverers- Yeah, no, he's not sharing. He's completely ruining his family's lives, and he just is eating himself purely to death to only spite his family. He's the definition of evil obese.
Is that true? Like, do people do that? Like,
I mean,
fueled only by spite.
I believe that this guy was. I earnestly believe that this guy, this cretin, is he was just eating himself to death for that exact reason. But I can only imagine that happens around the world.
Like, do people get into drugs just to spite their family? Like, or telling them not to?
Maybe.
Perhaps, but we know they get into food at least.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
I
as
mean,
a kid, I'm sure people told like don't eat that, like or something. Like they might even double down and just be like, I'm gonna eat all of it. And literally they mean all of it. Like they want to go to every facility that like.
I guess it's like telling a teenager, it's like you can't drink a gallon of milk without throwing up, and they're like, I'll show you.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard I think that might actually just kill you. I think that would stop your heart.
No, it's not that bad.
The
Or it's
calcium would be too intense.
No.
We're telling you, you can't eat a spoon of cinnamon
Oh
like,
god.
without gagging.
Have you ever taken the cinnamon challenge?
Oh, right. That's
never
what.
did any.
That's why I remember it. It's the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done any challenges like
No,
that.
I never touched it. I never touched the stuff.
Challenges.
Cinnamon. That's a full fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
Ruin
Yeah.
your life.
I just I don't get a lot of those where it's like, if there was a challenge in there in terms of like, okay, some people are able to, eat the cinnamon fine, but other people like really choke. You don't know until you try it. It's like, no, every video you see, they're like,
it's all just
it's like
fail.
you know the outcome when you do it.
Isn't that the whole thing with like the Tide Pods though, and like the snorting the condoms? Have you seen the condom trick?
That's just gross. The condom thing's well, both are gross. First of all, but the condom thing is just
it's dangerous. I don't know about gross.
I mean, you're ingesting detergent. It's kind of gross, but
yeah. I mean, one of those things is healthier for you.
Right.
Yeah, technically. But look, we all love condoms, but it's just hard to say that I would enjoy snorting one.
What happens? Like what happens? What's the end game?
I don't know.
The whole thing with how it works is, like there's small naval passages in the back of your throat that match up to your nose. But I mean, I've had things like happen to me before where like I was eating specifically Subway, I think, and it was really gross. I coughed or sneezed as I had like food in my mouth, and I had spicy salami from Subway and like the chipotle sauce like wedged in between that space where it's like the nose and the mouth, and I was like, oh, like yeah, it was terrible. That was like a torture.
Look, that's something I do not want to hear.
That's like wasabi peas work the same.
Wasabi.
Oh god, I'm not a wasabi dude.
I like wasabi.
Yeah,
I bought
a little bit. Yeah,
bought a canister of those wasabi peas the other day, and
very good.
Can't stop.
My dad loves those. I'm not a fan.
I don't think I've had the wasabi peas. I've had wasabi on sushi and stuff, and I like it a little bit on like a nice little salmon or a tuna roll. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It adds like a little bit of taste to it, but it's also like the afterburn is kind of satisfying.
Yeah, it's strange that afterburn is kind of something you go for.
It's just such like a hard burn. I don't know, like a jalapeno burn just feels like there's like flavor behind it, but maybe I'm just getting so burnt. And I prefer that I can't even taste anything from a wasabi.
I prefer the wasabi burn to a jalapeno because jalapeno like sticks on your tongue and it like lasts.
The wasabi burn is a little more cleansing, it feels.
Yeah, wasabi's cleansing. It goes through your nose more than like through your mouth, and it feels like a little bit refreshing, and it kind of at the end, and it ends is what I like. It's like it burns, and then it's like gone.
That is true. It has a definite end as opposed to other hot sauces that linger.
Mm-hmm. That's the word, linger. It doesn't linger.
If there's a nice hot sauce, I like it. Like a nice green hot sauce from like a Mexican place. You get like a nice, I don't know, like some empanadas, and you get like the pink and green sauce,
Pink and green sauce.
Oh yeah, there's a great Cuban place in town. I'll take you there.
Okay.
I don't
think I've been there.
I don't know if no, I won't name drop this place. It's a good spot, but
okay, yeah, we don't want it to blow up or anything,
Listen, we can't afford to get all the garbage gamers, the show 2.0. Everybody's gonna swarm it, and then you know what? I'm never gonna get my damn empanadas. It's a perfect spot, hole in the wall place.
That's it's that classic joke. Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Ooh, damn.
Classic one-liner.
What's your favorite one? You have a good one-liner?
I just said it.
I hate, as someone who does like comedy, I hate when people are just like tell me a joke. One, because it's almost always never the right context for stand-up. Like someone at work the other day, like over loud machinery, was like saying like, "Hey, tell me a joke," and I was like, "No," You
should have told him, "Fuck you."
Sometimes though, it's like you want to, he looked disappointed,
Yeah, I mean, he was expecting a different reaction.
So for this, while like you guys talk, let me figure out my favorite one-liner. I'm gonna find a good one-liner for everybody back at home who really needs some joy. You've been thinking about the depressing life of Reggie after he's quit Nintendo and the working at 001 guy.
As far as one-liners,
there's a great guy in town who has bits where he does all one-liners. His name is Sick Vic, and I'll name drop him. Yeah. But he's he always screams his punchlines. So I just found this one, and I want to do this as far as
Are you gonna do a Sick Vic impression?
Yeah, so this is my version of Sick Vic, who I don't think anybody at home will know. I don't think you guys know him. But...
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think you maybe have seen him once. So I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every minute of it. And then he lifts his head up and stuff.
He lifts his head up to the sky and screams at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, basically, he's like, oh, this is actually a Sick Vic joke. So Sick Vic, if you actually are for some reason watching this, if you have a computer and internet access,
if you happen to have a computer, yeah.
If you happen to have a computer or a means to the internet, and you've somehow discovered me of all people, talking, he won't even add me back on Facebook. He finally made one. I don't know how, but he has like 2 people added on it. I promised my wife that I would treat her like gold, so I locked her in a vault. You know, stuff like that.
Good one.
Yeah. He's got some good ones. Like, I should start taking his. That's my new thing. I'm just gonna steal Sick Vic's one-liners, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Just become a joke thief. I'm just I'm snitching on myself. Episode 3, just straight up stealing jokes.
Well, I have a good one for you.
Okay.
Do you know how to make holy water?
How?
You boil the hell out of it!
That's like a... That would get me like invigorated if someone told me that.
Invigorated? That would like hype you up, like
I don't know. That delivery was, yeah, I'd be like, I would be bopping my head to it. No, it sounded like a Lewis Black. Like that's like a drill sergeant like delivery. You know, like it makes you like wake up. You're like, oh shit, I'm sorry, sir. Salute. You know, like I'm at ease. I have to. It wakes me up.
Well, here's another one. I
should just start screaming at people on stage.
Here's another one I found on this website. I won't scream it though.
Okay.
But this one might work better written. It says, "I have a split personality," said Tom, being frank.
I should say that if I scream that across the hall, like with the heavy machinery at work and stuff.
Yeah, that might give your coworkers like a kick.
I think that they would just be like confused because they wouldn't get it, especially since it's supposed to be like written out, you know?
Yeah.
I could just tell them terrible. Well, I mean, then they would never ask for a joke again, I guess, right? If I just gave people non-jokes.
Give them either non-jokes or like.
Yeah, maybe just the fuck you is all they need.
The fuck you. Yeah.
I need to start being more of a jerk. You ever feel that way, guys?
What do you think, Ben?
I need to be more of a jerk.
Yeah.
You
just want to like have a more hostile energy about you. You don't have to mean it, you know, just like, but just revel in like the fact that you can be mean today, and then like for the rest of the week you'll be nice. Just have one mean day.
I've talked about this with my wife before. That there should just be one day of the year where I'm a complete asshole to everyone around me.
And it's just you, so no one else knows that like this is your day. It's just like, man, that guy. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He's just being an asshole today.
Yeah, but then the next day I just play.
Who's the nicest guy?
I'm just completely normal.
That's a good idea. I was when you first started, I thought you were just gonna like suggest like the purge.
That's what I was thinking too.
There's one day a year where everybody's a jerk.
but it's good that you can do the purge, but just one person. So like one person just decides to kill the one day. That's murder day.
Yeah, there's no point to it.
Senseless violence is pretty funny. I don't know. Those movies are horrendous. I don't know. Have you guys seen the Purge movies?
No, I think my brother.
I've skimmed through the first one.
Oh, Ben, it's so bad.
It is.
Have you seen the kills and stuff?
Gosh, isn't it just like people just getting shot and stabbed?
It is so bad. Literally, here's like a play-by-play of how the deaths go in the movie, because you know, like they're just the first setup is they're quarantined. You get like the purge and everything. People are outside. Eventually, a kid is dumb enough to let someone in because he feels bad for them or something. I vaguely remember it, but a lot of it. Okay, we have like a little bit of time, so we're gonna end on this, I guess. But the computer is about to crap out on us, guys. We are losing power. We've been stealing it from
the CVS we're behind is about to cut off our energy.
But all the setups for the deaths is like a close-up on someone's face, and they're like walking into a room, and they're like, "I think we're safe in here." And then like someone shoots them from across the room, and they're like, "Guys, leave! I'll save you!" And like just like people sacrificing themselves, like just very unnecessarily, and then like that's a running theme throughout like the whole series. For some reason, me and my dad just recently saw the new Purge movie. I think it's the only thing that was playing over the pandemic and stuff. That's like the one movie I saw in theaters, and it was garbage. They're getting slightly better every time that they make a new Purge movie. It's like a little bit better than being unbearable. It's gone from like unbearable to like laughably bad to like,
okay,
this is just like a groaner, and now it's like, okay, this is like a great director maybe like did a whole bunch of drugs and lost his sense of like how to make something good, you know. It's almost
is that what the Purge
is
that a scene from the Purge? Is that you're saying like people just do a bunch of drugs one day?
There's definitely drug use. What's
does
a
the
highlight
Purge
from
become
the newest one was like just a very blatant over the top dude, bald dude with a big swastika tattoo, and he's just like screaming at someone in a cop car. And then
I bet he got that swastika tattoo that day.
It was so fresh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's the Purge. That means my tattoo artist will have to give me a swastika.
That character, I think there was like just 5 minutes of him screaming in a van as he's like tilted over. They kept cutting back to this girl that's on the floor and him on top, and it's just a Nazi, a literal Nazi screaming at this girl. It was just very like
scary.
No, the new movie was like he was just annoyingly stupid.
Yeah.
I think that's how most movie or thriller movies are.
Whatever you'd call that, yeah.
If I was to rate that movie, because we're never gonna watch it for the show, let me just say on record right now, all Purge movies for me get a 1 or lower.
A 1 or lower?
Yeah.
I know it could go lower.
The only one I'll give a 1 because it was a cool setup is I think the second one or the third. The second one.
I'm surprised you could stomach more than 1.
No. Okay, the first one gets a 1, and all the others get a 0.1.
Okay.
That's the fair rating. That's the fairest rating you're ever going to hear anybody rate any of the Purge films.
How many are there?
Oh God, I think there's like 7 now. It's become an annual series. 7. No. It's really become an annual series, like an Assassin's Creed of movies. It's just like a garbage, like, you know, they just push out a story and they're like, bleh.
You know what?
It feels like they just like literally just like a garbage baby that's like a shit bag movie. Like,
okay,
extends, you know, and then it's just like it just keeps rebirthing another like shittier bag of garbage baby. That's like the next Purge movie.
So let's see. There's the Purge. Then there's the Purge Anarchy.
Yeah. Okay.
Then there's the Purge Election Year.
Right.
Then there's the first Purge. So I guess the first time they tried it.
Okay, this is like I guess that's like a flash prequel.
That one had the chance to probably be the funniest.
Probably, because it's like people are still trying to figure out how they want to kill each other.
Yeah, or like, if they even want to do it, and they're like,
"Are we I'm not even sure about this Purge thing.
Are we doing this
I'm
for
not
real?
on board yet.
Is this like a real thing, guys?" And then like they just come up and stab from behind. That would have been so funny. That could have been great, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, the premise itself for the movies, it's like, this could be so good. That's why it annoys me, really. Is like the Purge as a series.
You like the idea?
Yeah, it could be a cool, like, really inventive series, but it just wasted. I'm sorry, was there... I know there's more, Ben, on the list, but...
There's the Purge television series.
What?
Went on for about a year, so I'm guessing it did not do well.
No.
And then there's the Forever Purge, which I'm guessing they just said, "Fuck it, it's 365 days a year."
Yeah, right. I don't know how they could follow that one up.
That's how the new one ends. It's a lot of political
That's how
commentary.
It ends?
Yeah. Well,
it's in the title. That was a spoiler.
Yeah. Well, all the movies are super ham-fisted. The delivery is terrible on all the lines, and it's just like, it's always trying to be very like commentative about what's going on, and this one was like clearly like with that whole Nazi scene I was bringing up before. It's like it was very much like the hard right versus the hard left politically right now.
Sure.
And it was just like you were just watching it like, wow, like this is right on the nose with so many things, you know.
You know what? You know what's one of the worst movies I've ever watched? We watched it together actually.
Oh, is it Soul Man?
No, Soul Man was way better. Soul Man was way better than this movie.
Oh, okay.
Sandy Wexler.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say
Oh.
Baby Man. What was that?
Little man.
Little Man.
No.
Oh gosh, no.
I wish Sandy Wexler ended with The Purge, because all those celebrities that were in that movie, if they were all just killing each other at the end, that would have made the movie worth it. But no,
That would be insane. That would be amazing.
It just got like every celebrity within Adam Sandler's sphere, which was like 200 people, like just a cameo for like 5 seconds, and I don't know.
They literally had Beavis and Butthead in that movie.
They
though.
did.
The final cameo was Beavis and Butthead on the phone prank calling Sandy Wexler.
Bizarrely enough.
There was one part where me and Ben laughed, and I don't think Peter laughed at all throughout that whole movie.
No.
But me and Ben were dying, like we were just laughing our asses off because there's a part where Nick Swartzen, the Swartzen guy.
Oh yeah, Nick Swartzen.
Yeah, he's riding a moped or something, and maybe Ben remembers this now where I'm going, but he's like on a ramp, like Evel Knievel style, and he jumps over like these buses, and then there's like a just
bat.
out of nowhere, like a bat that just like and it just hits him in the face. It's like a jump scare almost out of nowhere. And
then the animal, correct?
Crashes horribly. Yeah. Like a bat in daytime. Like it was just like it could have been a bird even, and that would have made more. It's just the fact that it was a bat. I don't think there was context to it, but
it's just nonsense.
I don't think so. No. Yeah, it was just nonsensical.
There's a lot of great like jarring moments like that though. If there's one last thing I want to add to all this is just like when me and Ben one time Ben came over and like spent the night like and we were watching like bad Adam Sandler movies, me and him, and we watched The Do-Over, I think it was called, with David Spade and Adam Sandler. Ben, and do you want to tell him like our favorite scene with the when he comes home?
Oh, let's see. So the setup is this movie. Adam Sandler, his friend is having a crummy life. Yeah. He loves his wife, loves his kids,
but they hate him. And
they hate him, and he doesn't want to. Adam Sandler offers him the choice to like restart his life.
Yeah.
And everything, but he doesn't go for it. But Adam Sandler does it anyways, and so they fake his death gets faked, and he doesn't realize what's going on, and he tries to go home, and to like tell his wife and kids that, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
They just came back from the like literally just like pulled up from the funeral right back to the house.
Yes, and he goes in and goes to say like hi to his kids, and his kids are they're twins, and they're in their bunk beds, and they're just both masturbating at the same time. It's so jarring because like that why? And then he just leaves.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's done.
He's like, done. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.